Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're in the downstairs guest bathroom because it is the only bathroom I have in my house that has natural light, and it's so dark out today and I needed as much light as possible. And quick side note before we get into the video, I hope that if you are someone who has sent me a gift for Tuxie's passing, that you see some of these things throughout my videos moving forward, because I love them so much. I try to change them as often as I can because I got different necklaces and different bracelets and different candles and stuff. So I hope that it makes you feel like you're a part of my life in a different way, because you all are, and I see all of these gifts every single day and I'm just so incredibly grateful and I love them so much. Just look at this little necklace with his face on it. I love it. So anyways, thank you. Welcome to today's video. Today I am doing my hair. I did my makeup for the first time since Tuxie passed away, and I'm excited about doing my hair because we got the new Dyson. Bam! And it's a very beautiful color. We love this. I had the original Dyson, with the attachments and the Airwrap. And when I was in Florida in August, what's going on here? When I was in Florida in August visiting my mom, she loved it so much, and I was like, you know what, happy birthday, you can have it. So I gave that one to her, but then I was without a Dyson, and this thing has been sold out forever. And it finally came back in stock on Sephora, and I was like, I'm ready for it. I want to see what the hype is all about. I want to see if it's worth it. So we're going to test that out today. Just wash my hair. I usually like to let it air dry a little bit before I start using any type of heat on it, and I did put a heat protector on it already. So I also made a Dyson video, an older Dyson video back I don't know, maybe over a year ago, and I was putting my extensions in with it. So I'm going to do the same type of thing today because I like the way that the Airwrap looks on longer hair, and just because my hair is a little bit different now, it's a little bit lighter, so I have lighter extensions. Love that I'm just pulling hair out of a bag. So let's get on into it before my hair starts drying too much, and we're going to see. So first attachment we're going to use is this drying attachment, and when I was playing around with this before, I really don't understand. I probably should have done my research on this, but I don't understand what this does on the top here. It says I honestly have no idea how. We're gonna find out, but I know this is the rough dryer. So this looks a little bit different than the other rough drying attachment, which looks like kind of a Dyson fan. So that's what we're gonna do with this. Same exact buttons as it was on the other Airwrap. I'm gonna give it a go. I don't know. Okay, so when I rough dry my hair, I just kind of flop it all over the place because I want as much volume as possible. I don't really think that the rough dryer is much different unless I'm missing something with this piece right here, so I'm gonna have to let you know on that. But one thing I do really love about the Dyson is how quickly it dries my hair, and I will say ever since using it, even the other Airwrap, I definitely noticed not as much damage and frizz, whereas traditional dryers, and I've tried the Revlon one, that kind of looks like the Airwrap but just with the round brush, and I definitely feel like it makes me have a lot more flyaways, especially on my broken pieces. Then we have two different types of brush head attachments. This one has a little bit more rubber on top of it, and this is just kind of the original one. What I do think is interesting and what is different than the old Dyson is the inside pieces of these rotate a little bit with your hair, which I think is really nice. I'm just going to go once through my hair with the smoothing attachment and just see. Bristles. I typically don't anyway, just when I'm brushing my actual hair. For what I use to brush my hair, I use one of these wet brushes. They're just much gentler, and you can use it on slightly damp hair. So I feel like for something like this, if your hair is still super damp, and especially if your hair is wet, you would not want to use these attachments. I would probably say if you're straightening your hair, you want your hair to have more of a straight look to it, these would be better. But we know that I don't like straight hair. So I personally love the round brush attachments because it's really hard to round brush dry your hair by yourself, and it never looks the same as it does when you get it done in the salon. And I feel like this is probably the closest that you can get to getting that like at home blow dry salon look. I'm gonna clip up most of the top portion of my hair, and I added an additional heat protection on it, the Hot Toddy from the blow dry bar. And we're gonna just use the round brush attachment. I don't foresee that this is gonna be super different than the original Dyson Airwrap, but we're gonna see. One thing I also will say about that specific attachment, and the reason why I personally feel like it's better than the Revlon or any of like the off-brand ones, because I have the Revlon and I've had both of them. I had the original one, which I think even I did a video on my channel like a long time ago on that one, and then I more recently got the like updated version that apparently they fixed that so it wasn't as high of heat. You had like different heat settings and it was supposed to not pull your hair as much. And even though I think that one's better, like the updated version of the Revlon, for some reason this, no matter how much I twist it, it never pulls my hair. It never tangles it, it doesn't twist it. So for me, I feel like there's way less damage when I'm doing the round brush attachment, whereas like the Revlon one, when I'm pulling it, it can sometimes get stuck and I have to like undo it and re-pull it through a little bit more gentle. So if you're not very gentle with your hair, might not be the best option, but this so far is really smooth. It also could be because it's brand new and it's clean and there's no hair stuck in it. So twist this enough and you have the patience, you can kind of make those curls with just the round brush attachment. I just don't personally do that because it takes a lot of effort, and I just like to do this to keep my hair like smooth and dry. But honestly, it just feels so good, and there's just so much volume. Like I can't get this kind of like flip and other softness looking unless I'm getting a blowout at a salon. So far, I don't know, I think it's great. This is kind of the best part about this Dyson, and I'm very excited to try this thicker barrel. So in the original Dyson, you get one set of barrels and there's like a left and a right. So you would have to, and if you've seen my old videos, you would know, you have to take the attachment off every single time you're alternating the direction of which way you want your curl to go. So for example, you would have the regular, you know, I think it was probably about maybe half the size of this one, but it was this width. So this is the thinner width and this is the thicker one. And you would have to wrap it, you know, to do the away from your face curl if that's what you wanted. But then to do the other side, you'd have to take it off and put the new attachment on. So the biggest update to this Dyson is that you don't have to do that anymore, which is really exciting. And all you do is twist the top of this like so to change the direction of the wrap, which is so awesome. And I've never used the thicker one before, so I really want to, which is why I'm gonna put my hair in so that we can actually test it. It would work, and I'll show you a piece on my regular hair. This will work just fine if you don't have super long or thick hair, but mine just doesn't hold because I don't have a ton. It just will end up looking like this at the end of the day, which is why I want to see what it really looks like with the whole shebang. Up half of this, and there's like a couple pieces in the back that aren't fully dry, but that's okay as long as it's, I would say, 90 to 95% dry. That's really all you need. So when you twist this, that's that way, and then you twist it just like that. It's just a really small little click. I love that. So let's see which direction this is. Other way. So we'll go on this side first. That's so much easier. Okay, absolutely love that. So you can see, like, obviously it works on thin and fine hair, but I would have to hairspray each additional piece, and it just holds a lot more when you have more hair on your head, and it just for the extensions themselves, that's why I like to do it with a thicker barrel. Typically, if I'm curling my hair, I'll use a 1-inch curling iron, and that's just if I have my hair natural as it is, and that's kind of how I make those wave looking curls waves. But for this particular look, this is more of like that Farrah Fawcett big wavy. You'll see, just trust the process. It looks crazy in the beginning, but then once you do it and you brush it out at the end, it looks so good. These are already just a little bit wavy, and these are Perfectress, I think. These are Perfectress brand, and my old hairdresser made them into clip-ins for me because there was a time and place where I had the sew-in extensions, and I will never do that again. So clip is where it's at because you can have long or short hair any day of the week, and there's very minimal damage. So let's try with the extensions. There's nothing really too different about that Airwrap feature in particular, but I will say I think that they made the outside of this a lot smoother because I can just tell, because I would use my other Dyson quite frequently, so I can tell that the material, or however they like reinvented this, is catching the hair much more smooth. Not that my hair ever got stuck in it, but I don't know, I just think they made some type of updates to that because it seems like it's going around the barrel much easier. Hairspray today, I'm actually going to use the Amika The Shield. This is the anti-humidity spray because it be humid. And I actually don't want a ton of like frozenness. I'm going to show you when I brush it out. The Amika stuff smells so good. Once it cools completely, I would say leave it for about like 5 minutes. Make sure that you have all the pieces done that you want. And then I just take the same wet brush. You can use a wide tooth comb if you want to as well, or your fingers, but I don't know, I just kind of think this works better. And I just really gently go through the curls so they turn into like these really pretty big wavy, beach wavy type waves. And honestly, my front pieces will never stay. It's just, it is what it is. So if I wanted to hairspray those, I could, but I can always redo them if I need to. Honestly, I could even just let this fall on its own. Like if I wasn't leaving right now, I could just not brush it, and then throughout the day it will kind of just like drop like this, which I love. And just make sure there's no straight pieces. My bangs are just a little long right now, so that's why they're not really laying properly. But honestly, come on, look at this. And okay, so here's my thing. My overall review is that obviously I love it. I love the Dyson. I always have. Do I think that it's so much better than the previous version? I don't know. I don't think that I would say that. I think the one and only thing that to me makes it better is the ability to twist directions of the curls, because that was so annoying having to take it off, put it back on, take it, and then I sometimes forgot which one I picked up, and it's definitely reduces the time that you're using it. But if you're like just starting out and you've never had the Dyson, and maybe like the Dyson original Airwrap is on sale, I would just probably get that, because one, this is so ridiculously expensive, and two, it's not like incredibly better than the previous one. So that's my thoughts on it, but I do love it. I will tell you, I do love it. That's my thoughts. Look at this hair. It looks amazing. I wish my real hair looked like this. People that have really thick, like beautifully long hair like this, I'm so jealous. My hair could never. So anyways, that is my review / tutorial of the new Dyson. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you grabbed it or what you think, or if you're a Revlon kind of gal, let me know. But that is the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe. You already know. And I'll see you on Monday.